for the war. You didn't, now you know. Young black warrior, call me Epi-Udo. Times food flow, I be spitting judo. Good with my hands like that street fighting sumo. Do it for my brothers and all of them officials. Cancel your subscriptions cause you don't want them issues. Beat get Ginsu, the whole scene minstrel. Blood, sweat, and tears, I see through my pencil. You don't want that problem, put you in detention. Bring the dead alive, that's Red Dead Redemption. This is not Twitter, but shit I gotta mention. The school of hard knocks, I never had suspensions. Never wore suspenders, but smart like Urkel. My heart type purple, my walk might hurt you. Move like loyalty and talk like virtue. Screaming for the snakes as I walk my circle, yeah. I'ma pray for my enemies when it's time to ride. I'ma pray for my enemies when it's time to ride. When it's time to roll, you know that I'm gon' ride and I ride or die. When it's time to ride, I'ma pray for my enemies.
I watch who I talk to, watch who I call to. That's right. Niggas chillin' every day, but they not riding with you. Shit hits the fan, they either tellin' or they ran. If you're not a stand-up nigga, then you can't be my man. Nope. I hear y'all rappers talking about the packs and the max. If I come to your hood, nobody confirms that. I don't listen to these niggas, cause they never speaking facts. When they get on the mic, they whole style is whack. These niggas out here telling and they acting it out. Playing the gangster role when they never took that route. Not built for the game, to sit your ass down. You ain't never been a rider, let alone bust around. I know a lot of you niggas, most of y'all is clowns. You was getting chased back then, and you still do now. I don't pray for my enemies, never been a friend of me. I don't fuck with niggas unless they down with SOB.
Yo, hip hop at the Roundtable, Links to Lefty. What's going on?
Yo, it's your boy Sinatra, man, the check-in, man. What's good?
Yo, it's good. It's Roundtable Pro in the building and all that. What's good with y'all?
Yo, where's your boy? Where the nigga Hop at, man?
Yeah, I want that nigga to call up.
That nigga somewhere chasing chicken.
Yeah, because I got it. Man, I cannot wait. Man, I'll talk to y'all niggas first so we can honestly just talk about it. For all, like, I start like this. For all the niggas that saying the saga won, my biggest thing is this, bro. I like creativity and new shit and, you know, expansion and all that. But just because you do that doesn't mean that shit works. You know what I mean? Like, all that shit is cool, but you got to win still, too, with that being said. And, like, you know, I heard some niggas say that the shit was biblical and third down, and, you know, it was good. It definitely wasn't bad, but this is a part of all of it. We all, when we go through things, we get coffee, we make that good, and then we start talking our opinions, but that shit don't always translate or be fact. So, like, that's how I feel about that shit, man. A lot of niggas was chasing chickens this weekend, man. A lot of niggas was chasing chickens.
So, who you think won? So you saying Suge won?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they going to talk, like, Suge looked more seasoned. Suge, first round, you know, what niggas is not like his first round, he was on it. I remember some niggas saying his first round was definitely good. He was on it. His second round, I mean, I could understand why that's debatable, but yet and still I don't see how he lost it. Like, I could see how a nigga could be like, you know, well, I like this, and we could debate that. But I don't, nah. The only reason why I'll put it like this. The only reason why Saga won the third round is if Suge would have came with the same aggression, you know what I mean? Like he had the first 2 rounds. I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, Link, you want to go ahead? Because I'm going to dispute everything that you said, Sinatra. I'm going to be real with you. So I don't know if Links want to agree with you, and then I can dispute everybody. Because I don't know, did Suge join Dot Mob or something? And we didn't hear that news. Damn.
I'm just saying, man.
Because that's what I'm saying, son. I'm not really catching, like, I don't know. I thought it was plain as day. Like, I thought that the aggression of Suge won round 1 because the Saga was uncomfortable still. So the aggression took over, and it overcame that round. The second round, me personally, is the most debatable round out of the whole battle, and that's the one that people realistically would use to decipher who they feel like wins. I edged it to the Saga, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like he did get a little comfortable, and that nigga had killer lines and that shit. And then Suge, to me, was it was just the same around 1 with some different words, and it was the same aggression. It was the same kind of angle. So it was like, all right, yeah, I see that. He did a little more. He bumped him. He did that drum was the boot to the face, big boss man shit was pretty cold. You know what I'm saying? Then the third, I thought the Saga clearly got that. And what you were saying, to attest to what you were saying, how Suge's aggression was not the same and it almost seemed like it was gone, I feel like it had something, maybe not everything, but at least a little bit to do with the Saga's third round. Because he basically was coming at that same kind of character the whole round almost. And he was saying some crazy shit. Like the one bar that we know that niggas was saying most, and it still had an impact when I heard it, you know what I'm saying? That everybody talk shit about God until they need him type shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
That's crazy.
I feel like he clearly got the third, Suge clearly got the first, and I feel like the Saga edged second because to me it was almost the same as the first round, except for it was different bars. That's about it. Like, it was the same kind of angle, like I'm going to bully this nigga, I'm going to bump this nigga, I'm going to disrespect this nigga bad type shit. And the only difference from round 1 and 2 to me was that round 2, the Saga was more comfortable. That was the difference.
Yo, I'm going to keep it 100, dog. That nigga, the Saga ain't look comfortable till that third round, nigga. A nigga face tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? A nigga face tell you everything. Even if he was rapping, like he felt like he was, he was rapping a little bit more comfortably. That nigga was still uncomfortable on that stage because just like Matt said before the battle, nigga, you ain't gonna be ready for the big ass titties and big ass niggas sweating on you and bumping you and all that other extra nut shit. Like you ain't gonna be ready for that. And to be honest with you, I don't think he was. You know what I mean? And even though I feel like he had a good battle, you know what I'm saying, I still feel he lost. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. The same perspective that you looking at it from, I'm looking at the same thing, but I see it differently, son. Because when I was looking at his face, I kept seeing a smirk like he knew what his third round had, so he was like, yeah, keep bullying. Yeah, keep doing that, because it's going to make my third round even more impactful. That's what I got from it. You know what I mean? And the third round clarified that for me. That's why I feel the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? I said that in the second round. He started to get comfortable. He wasn't just completely comfortable the whole round, but he started to get more comfortable, and his, you know what I'm saying, he had some shit that I felt. I'm sorry,
but the third round, he won that shit and all that, but I think he ain't won the battle. That's for sure. You gotta get 2 out of 1 of those.
Facts. I ain't saying the third round won the battle point. I said that Suge clearly, to me, no debating, got the first. The second round is debatable. Could go either way. To be honest, me personally, I gave it to the Saga, and I gave the reason why. It was just really because I felt like I got the same shit from Suge as the first round with a little more to it. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of the same thing to me. And then the third round, I thought the saga got that. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, like, no matter if you think that it was epic like most people is hyping it up, or if it was just an actual W like the way I see it. I just feel like he just won the round. I don't feel like he did nothing monumental, like he converted a Muslim to Christianity or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it a little bit like this, though. I took mad notes on this shit, so I'm looking at all these notes. I took mad notes, and it's like, all right, Suge made, like, to me, like Link said a little bit, Suge had the boy Saga on edge a little bit from the first round. Like, when that nigga said, you know what I mean, he was frowning, like the nigga Saga was frowning when Suge told him, "Smack, I'm grown. I'll push him like me in the lunch line." You know what I'm saying? Like that Shaq, that crunch time shit. He tried to stand his ground, my nigga, but he couldn't. Like, you know, Suge's a big nigga. You ain't just gonna be able to just, you know, withstand all of that. And I want to say this to you, Poe, since you defending. I was gonna say this to Hop, but to me, because Saga doesn't curse, and maybe I take that as like a lack of aggression, but he said a line where he says, "Y'all believe he in the kitchen to break up towns with long texts like him and his girlfriend about to break up," or something like that, right? Now that's cool. But if a normal battler says that, like that's hard for Saga, but if a normal battler says that, it's kind of mediocre. And I think that he found a way to like a Christian rapper, so when he does say things that are, you know, where other battlers will be norm, he's finding a way in his box to, you know what I mean, still be creative.
Hey, yo,
you know?
and look, this is what I'm going to say to that. If we're going to sit there and nitpick on shit like that, you got to do that across the table, my nigga. It's mad battle rappers that if another battle rapper said the shit or did the shit that they did, it wouldn't get the same respect. It wouldn't get the same value of authenticity and none of that shit. So you can't just say, like, I don't know how you judge a battle based off of, like, oh, if he wasn't this nigga, he is who he is in it, and he was who he was when he was in there. So the ifs is just crazy to me, because, like your boy, I don't even mean to bring him in there, but what if somebody else did the shit that T-Rex did? What if a lower tier nigga did the same shit that T-Rex did? We wouldn't even hear about him no more. So if that's what we're talking about, you got to take a lot of wins away from niggas. You got to take a whole bunch of wins away from niggas.
So you telling me that if a person does something well in one area, and even if that means compromising other things, like, with battle rap we talk about everything. It's hard to avoid a gun or cursing and bitches and hoes. So if a nigga does that and is good at it, or fine, like, you're telling me that we don't kind of turn a blind eye to certain things because we do it to anything. I'm just saying.
I don't know no French people, my nigga, because you ain't speaking for me. So when you say we, I don't know who you're talking about.
Look,
like
this.
for me, I don't see it that way, my nigga. I don't look at it so naively like that. But like, to me, that's a naive outlook on it.
I mean, I think maybe, but look, when the saga say shit like the Suge diabetes dying in blood, that's hard. But that's something that I feel like that should have the room shaking harder than what it was, and maybe it comes back to what me and Lynx was talking about yesterday with the whole delivery. Because he said some crazy stuff a couple of times, but you know what I mean? And it comes with also not being on the big stage and, figuring it out.
Then you gotta pinpoint it on that. Like something as the street is delivered. You can't pinpoint it as because of him being a Christian battle rapper, my nigga. Because to me, that's like saying, that's like opening up the can of worms that you have with these white battle rappers, man. Oh, if he was black, this, and that. Like, there's no changing these niggas' skin colors. There's no changing the fact, well, you can change the fact that somebody's a Christian, but in that moment, there was no changing that fact. So you saying to me that we look at it as we turn a blind eye because he's doing such a good thing, like, that doesn't make no sense to me. For one, if you do that, you're not helping that person, so you're not a fan of his in the first place, because you're not genuinely trying to help him if you're going to look past his shit just because of something that you feel like, oh, it makes it a little harder for him. If you go to a disabled person, my nigga, that's in a disabled Olympics or something like that, and you talk to them about any type of leeway, like let's give him a head start or something, like, they'll spaz on you. because they want to get treated as fair as everybody else. So you can't, when you say that, it's like you saying that we give certain people unfair advantages because of things that we look at as handicaps. I don't look at that as a handicap. I look at that as an attribute.
Yo, Paul, my G. Yo, exactly what you said. Exactly what you said. Exactly what be happening. Niggas like AIE Loaded Lux get special privileges for spitting one round and winning whole battles. And niggas still don't want to admit that shit to this day.
No,
you know
my nigga, hold on, time out. Regardless of if you like it, like, this is not about me and you or anybody else that, like, look, the second round of Loaded Lux and Calico is debatable for many reasons. It's because, number one, Calico didn't rap as long. Loaded Lux took longer to get into his shit, but then when he did get into it, his shit was hot. It's a whole cumulative amount of things that play a part into all of that shit, bro. Like, I don't think that Loaded Lux...
Yo, listen, I'm going to make this real short and simple for you. Listen, when you come to a battle, you come with 3 rounds. You don't come to a battle, spit a fucking round, lose your round because you choked and lost your words or lost your rap. Come back in the second round and continue your first round. You just don't do that, period. I don't know where you battle at. I don't know where that shit come from, but y'all niggas always give this nigga a pass on that shit. Nobody else can do that, because if niggas do that, niggas is getting ran out the building, just like what Poe said, every time.
Exactly,
so
and that's my point.
Until you realize that, then I don't know. Until you realize that, then we're always going to be in this debate. At the end of the day, you got to come with 3 rounds. You don't put your second round on YouTube. You're supposed to put that shit on the stage, not on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says anything about that.
Yo, and this is what I'm trying to say, because that's the point that I'm making. But in this simple case, it's not even on that level with him, because his Christianity shit wasn't. Luck shit is an excuse. You saying that people be like, it wasn't that crazy in the crowd because he was a Christian, but it's so hard for him to not cuss, man. We got to give him a pass for that. That ain't no excuse. I don't even know nobody who does that, but that's like. You're not crippling. I don't know if you're trying to cripple this thing. I don't know what that purpose of saying that is or feeling that way is, my nigga, because him being a Christian would only be an attribute or an hindrance. That's the only 2 ways you can look at it. And in that simple case, it's an attribute when you use it.
Take the Christian part out, because you're taking that one word, and sometimes when we all have conversations, sometimes y'all tend to do that.
I'm going off of what you're saying, son. You only said
him not cursing. I'm saying him as a Christian person, or him not cursing. He does not curse. That's the main point I made about
him using gun bars and stuff. Nah, the main thing you said was gun shit. That's what you said.
No. I didn't even bring up any
all
gun
of it together. Yes, you did.
I said the nigga as a person, he doesn't curse. That's not his thing. So when you come out and you rap in a certain way, and you're still creative, and you still find little lines to say, it may, even if they're mediocre to most battle rappers, it would be mediocre because they don't have that same, they're not put in the same box. It's almost like Saga's image, whether you want to admit it or not, it would be shocking if he was to curse, because he is looked at as the Christian rapper that doesn't curse.
Okay, and this is what I'm saying to you. What does that have to do with anything, my nigga? Like, he didn't curse. So, number one, it didn't even happen in the battle, son. It didn't happen in the battle. And if he did that, that's the same thing as if you saying Sharon would have said nigga or nigga. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's a lot of shot value. There's shot value when Daylight takes the shit on stage, my nigga, but that doesn't mean anything about what happened. That all that means is that he did that shit, and it got a reaction from people. But
correct.
When we're talking about, I don't understand where that lies in there, my nigga. When you saying that, that's what I'm trying to get you to explain to me. When you say what you just said, and you had that thought process when you watching this battle against Saga and shit, where does that take place? Where does that fit in? Because it didn't even happen.
I got dropped. I hit the end button on my phone, so I ain't hear all you said. I didn't get to hear everything that you said, and I don't want you to have you repeat yourself on everything you said per se. I was just trying to say that I feel like the Saga is in a certain type of box where he doesn't curse, right? So when the nigga says certain things sometimes, like the weaker lines, he may not get the normal boo that he might get or whatever, because it's like, all right, let the nigga go. Like it's like one of those things. Like he had a lot of struggle lines in that battle, more struggle lines than hot lines, and it was like,
son, you talking about a smack crowd. You talking about a smack crowd getting somebody.
Yo, I just want to say, because he did stumble. I do agree with that. But don't take that away from his body, though. Struggle. Oh, my bad. I said stumble. My bad. Okay,
you talking about a smack crowd not booing somebody. Like, I don't understand where you going, son. You running through a maze trying to get to the trees, but I can't follow you.
Why are we not appreciating this?
Nah, you making something I'm saying something that's complicated. I think the saga is in a box because the nigga doesn't curse. He's a Christian rapper. He only has a certain amount of criteria that he can use on the billboard for material. So when he says certain things, it's like, all right, well, he only can say but so much. And like that's just what I'm saying. Like he only can say.
So you felt like you felt like
that's weak. Like my nigga, if you say I swear I wish I had it written down. When you say something that's weak, I don't know. I don't know how niggas
answer me this. Answer me this.
Like tell me what
so
you
saying that. You saying that in that battle, you saying that the crowd didn't boo him because they felt like he had a harder time preparing his shit because he doesn't cuss and shit.
No. I'm not saying
what is saying there, my nigga?
I'm saying me. I think he's in a box. He doesn't do. He only can talk about a certain amount of shit. So I feel like when he said certain lines that are like corny, they just fall to the wayside. Nobody really boos him because it's like, I mean, what else can he say so much?
But Sinatra, how can you like say he's limiting himself when we only see so much of him? We don't know what his limitations are. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have to be you know what I'm saying? Like the Christian rapper thing, I don't think the Christian thing should be
He's limited on gun lines.
He did one.
Why?
One gun line.
Hold up. Y'all been talking for mad long. I just been sitting back listening to y'all niggas. Now check this out.
I just got on the phone. Hold on, son. I just got on the phone.
I know. I heard Hop jumped in, but y'all talking about dudes like you saying that the saga is limited on gun bars. Correct. That's what y'all talking about right now.
I don't know. He thinks he's limited on basically content in general. Because of the Christian title, it kind of holds him back for certain things that other people say that they will look at him like different if he kind of said it. You know what I'm saying? I.e.
My thing is this, right? Pat Stay's a nigga who don't use gun bars, but he gonna talk about how he swing the ball and chain and the axe coming across the neck and swords, you know what I mean, chopping limbs. Now I'm saying at the end of the day, like I was telling Poe earlier on the phone today, there's violence throughout that whole motherfucking Holy Bible, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's violence through all that shit. So there's ways he can attack people. There's ways he can attack people and still, you know, and still get it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure if in an effort go that route. You feel what I'm saying? I felt like in any battle, he should have went that route with this nigga because I can't go. I know I'm not going in there with you, and we're not going to spit gun bar for gun bar. We're not going to spit about kilo for kilo and block for block. We know that's not happening off the rip. But at the end of the day, like I said, there's hella violence throughout the fucking Bible, so I'm sure there's plenty of things he can read in there that he can come up with a creative way to have violence in his rap since he's battle rapping against somebody that's going to be all about the gun bars. I'm going to tell you about my gang. I'm going to tell you about my block and where I'm from and how many fucking Crips I'm with and all that other extra shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's ways that the man can do it. I just felt like he didn't do it.
which to me,
it's kind of a conformity. It's kind of a conformity.
I don't feel that it's. I feel like this. It's like in battle rap, I feel it can be a playing field around an even playing field, even if it is a Saga type dude and a Shotgun Ship type dude battle rapping. Because to me, it all comes down to the creativity of the MC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I was a Christian rapper. I know if I was a Christian rapper and I was going to battle against somebody like Shotgun Shug, my whole angle is going to be totally different. You're not going to see the saga that you've seen against Prep. You're going to see a brand new, like, this is going to be a raw and uncut motherfucking Sunday session today, baby. Like, I'm going to give you some raw shit. Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way I think. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the way I think. But at the end of the day, I'm still giving the battle to Suge 2-1. It is what it is.
Yo, right before we get our guests on, I was about to say, I was gonna definitely link them in. You wanna introduce them, bro?
Yeah, I got you.
Sinatra? Yeah, Sinatra, go ahead, introduce them, bro. Link them in, bro.
He's in.
Yeah, you on, bro.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Yo, Mike, good, man.
Hello?
Yo, Link, go ahead, bro.
What's going on, man? Welcome to Hip Hop at the Roundtable, man. We finally got you from the couch to the roundtable. What's going on?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
We doing good, man. Glad that, Sinatra was able to get you over here, man. Definitely good looking on the, good looking, man. We journalists, radio guys, we all got this information. What is it we can't share it with each other, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate you guys for bringing me on, for sure.
Facts, man. Yo, Sinatra, man, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, let's get right into it, yo, man. Yo, as I told you earlier, man, Mike, man, I've been following you for a while, man. I say 2010, but it could have been 2011, but just to get the people a little bit more in touch with who you are, introduce yourself and let them know how you got your start as, like, a journalist and things like that.
All right. Well, I mean, Michael Hughes, y'all, I was formerly working for Vlad TV. Long story short, I went to St. John's University, and one of my boys that, graduated with me, he was working for Vlad for the sneaker website. He got Sneaker Watch. And at the time, I had just come out of a certain legal situation, so I was having trouble finding a job. My boy basically had the plug. He put me on. I did an interview, a little writing sample. I got the job. But at the time, it was just like a standard, like, blogging job. It wasn't battle rap-based. And it was about 2 weeks in. Vlad came flying in from, like, Cali or something. And that was the first time I met him. We had a meeting, and he was just, like, asking everyone, ways to broaden the site to, a bigger fan base. And I was just like, yo, I'm a fan of battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what I could do. And from there, I just kind of just played it by ear and just did things as they go. I had no prior training in journalism or anything like that. I didn't really know what I was doing at first, but I figured it out on my own, so.
Okay. Now, exactly where are you from? Like, I don't know if you're from town or down south.
I'm from just New York City, Hell's Kitchen, Midtown Manhattan.
Okay. Yo, so, like you said, you was in the battle rap and stuff. Like, were you writing in college and stuff like that? Like you said, you didn't really get into it, or you just was a fan and just you just bumped into Vlad?
Yeah, I mean, when everyone came up, I pretty much think anyone who's a battle rap fan now came up, at least watching one Smack DVD battle, watching Freestyle Friday, Fight Club, Lions Den, all those old school joints. But I remember me personally in college, like freshman year, I think it was like 2008. One of my boys was like, yo, there's this funny ass battle. I think it was on World Star or something. And it was a grind time battle between Dumbfounded and this dude FLO. And I remember after I watched it, I was like, yo, this shit is mad funny. Like, and I used to watch battles when I was younger in high school. So I'm like, you know what, let me start tuning into this stuff. So I just would stay up from like midnight to like 6 a.m. watching battles just like for days. And then I would have like 7:30, a.m. like speech class. So I was basically like not go to sleep and just watch battles just 24/7. So that's how I got into it for real, just as a big fan base type scenario.
Whoa. And you box too, right? You knocking the fuck out?
I got a couple stoppages, yeah. I'm in the amateurs right now. I won the Golden Gloves back in 2012, and the last year that they had it in Madison Square Garden. This year I was in the gloves, and I did it also in 2013, but unfortunately both times I lost close fights in the finals. It's funny, that's actually the reason why I left Vlad TV, is because, long story short, like, I was put in a position where I was kind of being forced to have to work an extra shift that wasn't my usual schedule on a day that I was scheduled to fight in the gloves. And I let them know that, I can't do it because if I don't go to my fight, I'm DQ'd. We had, a back and forth. He wasn't really cool with me not doing the shift, so I just had to make the decision to quit on the spot.
Oh, man, damn. See, my man, I didn't want you to give me all that. My man Lakes wanted to ask that question. Damn.
My fault.
Fuck it, don't even worry about it, man. It don't even matter, man, as long as we get the information. It's all good, so don't worry.
Nah, it's crazy, though, because like I said, man, I remember, I told you this earlier, but, I used to go to Hip Hop DX, all hip hop, so hip hop every day, like Rap Radar. And, I would go on there and I would never see stuff about battlers, you know what I'm saying? And then I would go to Vlad, and like there was never even a column like MC Battles until like one day, I don't know what article or what it was, but like you reported about, but it was you, son. Like you the one who put it out there. Like how'd you get Vlad to even believe that battle rap was something that was growing, even though it was underground? How'd you get him to believe?
Word. Well, I mean, pretty much like I said, after that meeting, I just ran down a list of battles that got like, millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, Disaster, DNA, old school smack battles, Surf, Big T, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I just showed him the numbers, the following and how big of an influence it had in the underground. So what he initially wanted to do, he was like, all right, let's host a battle ourselves. But at the time, this is kind of funny, like at the time he wasn't into battle rap, so he didn't know how much people being paid. So he's like, just get two dudes and see if they'll do it for free, for Vlad to use the promo. And I was like, Vlad, like, nobody's doing this for free. Like, I remember I hit up some random cats on Twitter, and legit no-name dudes was talking about, okay, I'll rap, but for 10 racks. I'm like, son, we're not paying you $10,000. You don't even have a name. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I eventually was like, no one's going to do the battle for free, so let me just do interviews with people. So basically I hit up DNA on Twitter, and he was like the first dude I did an interview with. Hit me back mad quick. Got the interview with him. From there, he put me in touch with Cortez's manager. I didn't get to interview Cortez for a minute because he does a lot of music on the side, but he put me on to this like music video release party, and I went, and that's when I met like Math, Smack, everybody. I did the interview with Math, and low-key, a lot of people don't know, but like, I'm part of the major reason why Math and Dose got the rematch, because without the interview I did with him recapping the fight, then, you know what I'm saying, that shit would have never popped off.
That's dope, son. That's dope. That's definitely dope.
Yeah. But Vlad, he saw, like, people tuning in once I started doing, like, written reporting and interviews. He was like, the numbers are actually skyrocketing for him. So he was like, continue going. And then, he just started the MC Battle channel, and then we did that whole Vlad TV actual battle event and all that stuff, man. It just snowballed into this huge thing.
Yeah, what's the crazy part? I feel like, I don't know if it ever translated over into, like, pay and shit, but I feel like, you definitely opened some doors, like, with that, because now you go on Vlad all the time, and when they have a lot of sit-downs, and they'll have a lot of celebrities on there, but there'll be a lot of battlers. You'll see Mook sitting there, you'll see DNA, you'll see, when events are coming up. And that was because of you being there, too, you know what I'm saying? So I wonder how things are going to kind of shape up now, just because, that was I thought that was a good thing for him, and it gains more traction like that, you know what I mean? Because battle rap is a growing culture, like fast.
Oh, for sure. I mean, honestly, there was a point in time when I was working for Vlad where the battle rap section had like the most content out of everything else in the site. Like, there was times when I remember the manager and supervisor would be like, we have too many battle rap clips. Like, we had celebrities upon, like, A-list celebrities, B-list, everyone, their mother was just talking about it. And then, not to mention, you had, like, 50,000, like, interviews that I did with all these people. Like, honestly, all the stuff you see on Vlad, there's still so much footage that hasn't been released from years ago.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe it. Let me ask you now. I gotta pass it on because I got mad questions for you. But let me pass it to you after this one. Do you have, like, now that I see you kind of like affiliated with URL? So how do you, like, what's your position over there now, and how do you help them, or how do they help you, so to speak? Because I know you have your you also trying to do your own I don't know if it's Battle League or Battle Blog.
I just started like basically after I quit Vlad, I took some time and I stepped back from the scene. But literally, like, I'm not even playing with you. The exact night that I, made the announcement on social media that I quit, like I had like 5 or 6 different like battle rap outlets like reaching out to me for like job opportunities and stuff. But at the time, I wasn't really sure what direction I wanted to go, so I stepped back. But Beasley reached out to me, Norbs, and then I met up with Smack and Chico. And at this the PT event with Saga and Prep, and we chopped it up and spoke about certain type of business that we could do together. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out pretty well. So basically, I do interview work for URL. I had the interview with K-Shine that dropped, Chris Rothstein, A-Verb, Sue Surf. I did interviews for them at Rookies vs. Vets as well, and I did stuff for my own independent YouTube channel as well, Hughes Battleground.
Right.
So you're gonna see more stuff with me and URL in the near future.
Okay. I'm gonna pass it on. I'm sure I'll get to ask you some more questions as the interview goes on. But you know what I mean? I appreciate you coming on. I'll pass it on to the next person. Go ahead, man.
For sure. Now what's going on, bro?
What's going on, fam?
Yeah, man, it's coolin'. Hold on, let me see my man. Yo, Nels, you on, bro? All right, he's probably
Yo, my bad.
Oh, you good. We know you working out during the interviews all the time, so no, we ain't sweating it. So, we got the homie Michael Hughes on, man. Go ahead, talk your shit for him now.
Hughes, man, what up, bro?
What's going on, fam? Chilling.
Well, yeah, man, honestly, man, I don't have, like, too many questions for you, man. I just want to say that, everyone knew about, motherfucking Vlad and shit, but I didn't really start fucking with it until the battlers started fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like doing these fucking interviews really brought a like whole new audience to, the whole fucking, I guess the brand and everything, you know what I'm saying? So even doing that. Earlier, Vlad was cool, but the dudes that he was interviewing, I wasn't really fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But when you brought in the Shotgun Shugs, the battlers and shit, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking with this shit because now I get to see what these battlers talking about. I get to see if they're gonna be talking shit, if these battlers gonna get hyped up. You know what I mean? So just keep on doing. What you're doing, bro. Real shit.
I appreciate that. What's funny is, like, with Vlad, man, there was mad footage that I had with battlers where I was talking about, like, real issues with them. But I don't know, like, if people clicked on those videos as much, so you couldn't really see how intelligent some of these cats were. Like, I actually would have, like, philosophical, like, discussions with some cats about, like, real deep, like, topics. But a lot of people didn't get to see those types of things. But I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Word. Yo, you know what, man? Matter of fact, I do got one question for you, yo. Out of all the battlers, yo, who was your favorite interview? And out of all of them, who was your fucking worst interview?
Okay, worst interview. That's a tough one. Worst interview.
Damn, it was that many?
I don't even want to throw a shot like that. But I'll say this: it turned out to be one of the best in terms of entertainment value, but it was also one of the worst because I thought I was about to get snuffed in the middle of it. When Don Lady and QB had the face off, and all of a sudden it turned into Ratchet season, and they started wilding out. Like, I remember when I was breaking them up, I really thought I was about to get caught with like left hooks and right uppercuts. But that was that. It was a bad one, but it was also fire. It was also bad because it was at like 12 p.m. and we're in a building with like mad other businesses, and they're just wilding out, screaming. So that was a bad look. But my best interview, I gotta say, if not, the many loaded Lux or Murder Mooks, I got to say the one I did with Charlie Clips where he talked about his whole family legal history and his pops being locked up after the Rex thing. I thought that was kind of felt like I did like an Oprah special. Like he really just went in and like told his whole life story. So I thought that was fire.
Mm.
That was really
dope.
Really dope.
That's what's up. And then also, man, I mean, I started realizing after Daylight started pulling all them little antics and shit, it was like every time like Badler was on there, it was asking about Daylight. And like Daylight must be real smart because he had it. It was like every time any Badler was up there, it was a fucking Daylight question every time.
Yeah, I mean that I'm gonna keep it real. The Daylight shit is like the first time I interviewed him and he like started saying the wild like suspect stuff. I wasn't anticipating it, but then it just kind of became like second nature. So me and him, he's one of my favorite dudes to interview just because you never know what he's gonna say. And there's been a few times where we'll be doing like a straight serious interview, and then he'll say something mad left field about like a guy or whatever it might be. But Daylight, he brings the views, so you know what I'm saying. If he brings the views, he gets people talking. Then when you work for a big platform like Vlad TV, it's only routine that you're gonna have to ask about what brings the views. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, but that I'm gonna keep it real. That Diddy joint that he said, man. That blew my mind. I remember I was sitting across from him when he said that, and I was just like my jaws just dropped, and I started cracking up laughing. I'm like, this dude is crazy, man. This dude is crazy. Like he had no filter. But like I said, he's all about the troll. You know what I'm saying? He's like a professional at it. But he's a real cool dude in person, though.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and I mean, we like had him on, you know what I mean, our shit like twice or whatever. He's a real cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, he will be real serious, and out of nowhere, he'll say some random ass shit, and you'll be like, hold on, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It keeps you on your toes. That's why it's fun, because he just says shit that's out of the box. So it's like, a lot of people sometimes I feel like when you do interviews, they try to stay like too hard, like with that image, like I'm really from the streets. So it kind of like holds back from where the interview could go. But Daylight, he's just one of those guys that's like, be ready for anything.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, shit, man. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on the link, yo.
No doubt.
Yo, link. Word.
So we waiting for the big yo to come in. He's going to come out just like, there it go. You on, bro?
Yo.
Yeah. Yo, Michael Hughes, what's good, man?
What's going on, fam?
Ain't shit, man. I like the way you do interviews, man. And you kind of like popped up out of nowhere, too.
Good looking.
Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, like the first time I seen you, I was like, yo, where the hell does this motherfucker come from? And what the hell does Vlad want anything to do with battle rap? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was crazy, cause I be paying attention to shit like that.
Yeah.
I really want to talk to you since you said you a boxer. I'm about to take this. I'm about to take the conversation a little bit different. Who's your favorite boxer, man? All time.
All time. That's tough. Right now, I mean, before you even go into the Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, I'm Manny Pacquiao. I've always been Team Pac since before he became a superstar, and I'm not going to jump the bandwagon.
Facts, I respect that.
Huh?
I said I respect that.
Yeah. All time, it's hard for me to say all time, but one of my favorites growing up, even though he was like, in all honesty, like a C+, like B-, maybe solid B-level fighter, was Arturo Gatti. I just like the dudes who just have like that old school like warrior spirit, even if their skill level isn't like top-notch Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard type style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just got that warrior heart, and they just put their blood, sweat, and tears. Like Arturo Gotti's one of those cats who would be willing to die in the ring if that's what it came down to. You know what I'm saying? So he was always one of my favorites, you know?
I definitely agree with you on that. I wasn't expecting you to say that, but that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like, Arturo Gotti was definitely a monster in the ring. He put on classic fights with everybody he got in the ring with. You know what I'm saying? So I like him. I definitely like Gotti. He definitely did the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace.
Who you got? Rest in peace for sure. Who you got though? Mayweather or Pac?
Oh, I'm Mayweather, man. We share the same birthday, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you got a reason then. You got a reason.
Now, plus I've been watching him since he took that bullshit loss in the Olympics. Know what I'm saying? So
okay, I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. Like, I'm a real fan. Like,
yeah, that's going way back with it. I feel you.
So let me ask you a question. Do you know the lightweight by the name of Nicholas Walters, the Jamaican dude? Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
What you think about him?
Got skills. What do you think about him?
I think right now he's one of them dudes people need to watch out for. I think he's going to be the next best thing, man. The way he putting dudes on their ass left and right.
Yeah, it could. He could be the next big one. He definitely could. Who you got winning this Klitschko fight coming up?
Who's he fighting?
Bryant Jennings from Philly.
Oh, man, Klitschko probably gonna take that one. You know what I'm saying? Klitschko probably gonna take that one easy.
You know what's funny is my boy. He works for.
Let's be for real. I don't think there's nobody in the heavyweight division that's seeing them besides the Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only that has the chance of beating any of the Klitschko brothers.
Mhm. But I don't know if they'll fight because I think Wilder and Klitschko are like sparring partners or something like that. I'm not even sure if they'll fight each other.
Oh man, that's bullshit. Because we need something like that in the heavyweight. You know what I mean? In the heavyweight world, right? Because the heavyweight world ain't really where it's at.
Yeah, not at all. There's at least not in the United States. Like overseas, they got some people, but in the United States, everyone being like jelly donuts and just stepping in the ring.
Facts. Exactly what it is. What you think about Triple G?
That dude's a beast, son. That dude is a beast. You know his amateur record was like 345-5. Like that man was a savage, straight savage.
Yeah, and he still is.
He still is. And I honestly like Miguel Cotto coming up. He's one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying, from the welterweight, division and stuff like that. I don't even want to see him fight Triple G because it's just like Triple G's naturally bigger than him, and when he spars, he be dropping dudes that are like 2 or 3 weight classes above him. And no shots to Cotto, like, think it's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that personally, but Cotto got mad heart, so if it goes down, I respect it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't want Cotto to fight Triple G, man. I don't want that.
I want to see Andre Ward get busy with him, though.
Yeah, that's what I do want to see, because he be, do a lot of talking, but he also do a lot of hiding at the same time, like.
Yeah, Andre Ward be like ghost from the ring.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. Like, a lot of these dudes is, a lot of talk, but too much, not enough fighting. I don't be liking that shit. Not in the boxing world.
For sure.
Yeah,
let me ask you real quick. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
One more question before I pass it off.
Go ahead.
Since you're a Pacquiao fan, and I'm sure you know the history of Pacquiao, do you think he was juicing at one point in time because of the significant weight and the significant weight gain over the years? Because you do realize he did start off as a featherweight, right?
Yeah. Well, for me, the weight gain isn't the telling sign of juicing. It's the fact that he maintained like Mike Tyson power through every weight class. It's possible. I'm not gonna be, naive about it. It's possible.
Because we know boxing is dirty. We know it's the dirtiest game in the world. We all know this.
Facts. True, definitely. Yeah, no, I mean it's possible. I'm not gonna put it past. It could have been the truth. If that's what the case is, then luckily for him, he never got bagged. You know what I'm saying? But he could have been back in the days, for all I know. They never got proven, so I'm gonna take his glory days for what they were, his glory days. I'm not gonna smear it with the steroid talk. But if he was, he was.
I hear that. I'm gonna pass that off.
All right.
Who's up next?
Yo, this Roundtable poll, Mikey Hughes. How you doing, my niggas?
Chilling, fam, chilling.
That's what's up. Yo, I got a couple questions for you, but I ain't gonna even bang your head with the boxing. But I will say this because I am pretty deep rooted in that. You know what I'm saying? My pops, I don't know if you even gonna know who he is because he was back there back when Saad Muhammad was boxing. But my pops, Bonzel Johnson, you know what I mean? He was a boxer. And Floyd Mayweather, so I may be a little bit biased because he actually, at one point in time in his career, was living with my dad, training with my dad and everything like that when he was going through his shit with his pops. So it's almost like a family feel when I talk about the boxing with him. But I will say this, without any bias, feel like Manny Pacquiao, I don't see how he could really stand a chance. With that wild shit, you think about Floyd, and the one thing that stands out is how easily and how quickly he adapts and adjusts things inside of the ring, round by round by round. Arguably, he's one of the greatest to do that. I mean, that's hands down. Even if you don't like him, you got to give him that. So take that in consideration. Right, take that in consideration. You think one of the biggest attributes besides power, which we just put in question with, you know what I'm saying, what you said about the more significant thing of juicing besides his size, but how he maintained that power. Besides that, his other boosted attribute is that, you know what I'm saying, that different angle, wild angle, different angles that he does when he punches. That shit is crazy. I never take that from him. But if you get in there with a person that's going to go through round 1 through 3, absorbing all of that you're just doing, and then adjusting round 4, 5, and 6, I don't see how he can win. I just don't see how he can win. But we ain't gonna get on that, man. I got a question that because I really want to pick your brain, son. Because like when you was talking, you know what I mean, the things that you have accomplished, the moments that you have lived through are moments that can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? That those are the moments that we cliche call, you know what I'm saying, the chance of a lifetime type thing. When you bumped into who you bumped into, and when you had the conversation that you had, you know what I mean? Those are the chance of a lifetime moments. So what I want to pick your brain about is you said already that, you know what I mean, you came in here with like little to no experience. Now that you have been, you know what I mean, so to speak, solidified, what is your game plan? What do you do to prepare when you're about to do an interview with, no matter who it is? What is your blueprint?
That's cool. Good question. Me, depending on who the person is, you know, I might try to do a little bit. I mean, I don't necessarily do like a background check. I mean, I just gather up in my mind all the topics that are hot right now, and, you know, I just write down notes, you know, on my phone. One thing I like to do is I like to try to give a little bit of backstory to the people that I'm interviewing, because not everyone knows where everyone else comes from. You know what I'm saying? So I try to ask about their origins with rap, origins with battle rap, you know, life struggles, you know, wildest street stories, stuff like that. Like, I try to think outside of the box. And then I also try to think about, you know, like thought-provoking questions rather than just about, you know, topics like, you know, who's top 5, like random stuff like that. Nowadays, like doing interviews though, like I don't really have to do as much prep as I used to. It's kind of more like a natural thing for me now. I'm just kind of like, I guess, seasoned to it. So I can kind of just like walk into a spot and like, okay, I'm interviewing him. All right, cool. And just come off the top like it's nothing. But if I want to be extra prepared, you know, I just kind of go through the motions and just jot down a whole bunch of notes about potential things that could be discussed. And, you know, I just try to get the person to open up as much as possible.
Word, no doubt. I feel you on all that. So the next question I have for you then is, now that you know what I mean, you intertwine, so to speak, into this battle rap culture. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you pointed out with the math interview, that solidifies you in battle rap history, because the math and those two did happen, and it did have an impact when it did. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So every time they speak on the math and those two, a new listener that never heard about it but wants to see the fight, they got to go from that to that point. So that's what I'm getting at. You solidified in there now.
Right.
What what are you trying to pursue next? Like, what is your next goal? What is your next step?
Interesting. Right now, I'm kind of just trying to accomplish the goal of just being my own boss. You know what I'm saying? Working for Vlad TV was dope in a lot of ways. You know, it opened my eyes to a lot of different aspects of the hip-hop industry. It, you know, allowed me to build connections with so many different people. You know what I'm saying? Met Star, met Jin, met Mortal Technique. I could hit up a Mortal Technique now. Like, he's a cool dude. Like, I see him, like, around. He knows me, you know what I'm saying? First name basis type joint. Like, you know, there's a whole bunch of people. Royce the 5'9", like, you know, a bunch of people. But right now, I'm just trying to be in the process of just being my own boss, you know, because I know what it's like to work under someone who's in a position of power, and I know the pros and the cons and the struggles that comes with. So for me, I just want to be as successful as possible and just, yeah, man, be my own boss. I want to be the next big powerhouse.
Word. Now, I'm going to dig a little deep into your cerebral, my nigga, and I'm going to ask you, word up, I'm going to ask you to further elaborate on the steps that right now you're taking to achieve that goal of being your own boss.
Word. Well, right now, I mean, like I said, I turned down a bunch of job offers from a bunch of different platforms after I left Vlad. And instead, you know, of going to the direct route where it's like, you know, I'm just going to automatically be getting a paycheck every 2 weeks from someone else, I just decided that, hey, I'm going to start my own channel, continue to do my own, you know, on-the-scene journalistic interview type work for myself and just try to build up, you know, step by step from the ground up. That's the main thing, is just not going the easy route where it's just like, all right, I'm going to get that quick paycheck. Now, granted, you know, what I do right now is much more of a struggle because I'm not, you know, making direct bread. You know, no one's paying me every 2 weeks. I got to do what I got to do to get my stuff together, you know what I'm saying? I don't have all the equipment that I had access to at Vlad, you know, with the 7D cameras and all those types of things and all the lavalier microphones. Like, this day and age, I got to do what I can to get my footage, you know what I'm saying? And it's really taught me to be hungry and not, you know, just sit back. Like, if I want to get footage, I got to go out to events. I got to hit people up. I got to be willing to travel to, you know, deep in New Jersey if necessary, deep, you know, upstate if necessary, like wherever I got to go just to get the interview completed. So it's just taught me to be hungry, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Because from my point of view, from my perspective, if from the outside looking in, me in your shoes, I would be looking at my livelihood, not my livelihood, but my life being boxing. And knowing what I know about boxing, I know that that's a traveling sport. You know what I'm saying? You have to travel when you if you're serious about boxing, you're gonna go city to city, state to state a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? And that can be a livelihood if you're good enough. I mean,
right.
and trust me, I was Junior Olympics, all that, and the struggle is real.
You got experience. Yeah, you got experience, no doubt. Junior Olympics.
Yeah, word. So. Yeah, word. I did the Junior Olympics and all that, but the struggle is real for an amateur boxer, and it's table scraps for real. So I know what you mean by that. Why you going through what you're doing, but at the same time, with a creative mind, I would see that as an opportunity to mesh two worlds that are already trying to intertwine with themselves, i.e., the money team with hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, okay, how can I incorporate this so that this job can be this job, but also this job at the same time? And I'm traveling with this anyways. You know what I'm saying? You never know who you're going to run into on that lane.
Exactly.
You're doing interviews with them. Now you just became a all-around hip-hop. I mean, that's just that's how I think, my nigga. And that's just the way that I see it. But I feel like just like what my nigga Links was saying, like the way you do interviews is pretty intricate and it is interesting. And I feel like that's kind of a hard thing to do for an interviewer because you're interviewing somebody who has this notoriety and has this fame and has this audience. So they have all of that. You're just the interviewer. So how do you keep them entertained with you? How do you shine throughout all of that? And to find a way to do that is pretty amazing to me. So salute to you for that. But
no doubt, look at that.
I'm gonna dig a little deeper. Like I said, I just wanted to pick your brain, my nigga, and I feel like you got a lot of interesting things to say. So with your with the struggle that you are in right now, let's talk about that a little bit. What do you find yourself like? What's the most challenging thing that you find yourself in? Because if you don't know, like, we in the same boat. Like, we don't get paid for what we're doing right now. It's just the love and the hunger that's filling our pockets right now.
Right.
And all of our outside personal stuff is what we do to take care of home. But as far as the show, we young guns trying to make a name.
Right.
So to just, trade war stories type of thing, what's the most challenging thing that you went through or you're going through right now?
Most challenging things I've went through or going through right now in terms of just independent work? Yeah, put it like this, like in a whole, like the from losing, like you said, from losing all of this high tech equipment and this stability to becoming unstable and pretty much almost down to a phone or a camera type thing, like. And that moment in between there, like, what was the most challenging time that you crossed? Even if it was like a mental challenge, just getting over the hump of feeling a certain way about something. Yeah. I mean, it was definitely, especially to start, a big internal fight within myself, to just have the will to actually go forward and be like, yeah, I'm really going to turn down all of these different job opportunities, which I know can pay me directly right now, and try to make something for myself from the ground up. When I quit Vlad, I had to teach myself how to edit footage. I didn't know how to edit footage while I was at Vlad. I had to do that. Once I quit, I had to, jump on the software and learn how to do that for my own interviews. Even though, like, we were doing the YouTube uploads, like, on a daily basis, I was just responsible for writing stuff. I didn't actually know how, like, YouTube, like, worked because they had, like, a video team that handled all that. So I had to teach myself, how to start the channel, how to properly monetize everything, how to edit things within YouTube and stuff like that. And I also had to kind of overcome the thought that a lot of people that, I thought were cool with me back, when I was with Vlad were going to just shut me out now that I quit, I honestly thought that a lot of people were going to be like, yo, I don't fuck with Mike Hughes no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm only rocking with Vlad because that's where the views are at. Like, even Daylight, real talk, I didn't even hit Daylight up after I quit for a minute because Daylight, worked so closely with Vlad. He was always, doing interviews with me and stuff like that. I wasn't sure where his mind was going to be at, if he was going to still rock me or if he had an agreement with Vlad where he couldn't fuck with me or talk to me afterwards or whatever. But I did some interview with, I think it was like Norbs or something, talking about trying to promote a battle between Daylight and the Saga. And Daylight called me up like, yo, Mike, man, it was good. I haven't heard from you, you know what I'm saying? You the homie, this, that, and the third. Like, he just showed me mad love. And, like, Big T's reached out. A whole bunch of people that I thought for some reason, I don't know, I'd be paranoid, like, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that a lot of people weren't going to rock with me once I quit. But everyone and their mother just showed me mad love. So, I mean, that was a big support just to help, with the mental aspect, like you said.
Well, I feel you. Before I'm about to pass it off, but I want to give you one more question, my nigga. Just one more. Mm-hmm. And you kind of brought it into my mind when you were speaking on the situation you was talking about. But what were some of the lessons that you learned throughout this whole thing? Like, some of the things that you could have done better, or some of the things that you could have took from the situation that could have helped you in your journey right now? Like, for instance, the thing that brought it up to me when you was talking about how you had to teach yourself to edit. Do you think that one of the lessons that you could have learned was that when you in a situation with something, you got to try to soak up as much knowledge as you can from them because you never know type situation?
Totally. I mean, there were a whole bunch of times throughout the course of, my employment with Vlad TV where, I wanted to, have the video editors run through, video editing and stuff like that with me. But on a real, man, on a daily basis at that job, there was so many tasks you had to handle in a day. And I was like, this is not bragging, but real talk, like in 2014, if I were to pull up the stats, I don't have access to them now, obviously, I'm not, a part of the, website and everything anymore, login. But in the stats of 2014, throughout that entire year, I brought in more views than any of the other bloggers or writers, on the staff. And views obviously translates into money. So I brought him the most money out of anyone else for that whole year. So, I mean, I was always making sure that I tackled bad tasks. So that's part of the reason why I didn't have time to really just, like, pull them aside and be like, yo, let me learn this and learn that. But definitely, man, whenever, for the future, if I'm ever in a situation, where I have access to educate myself, I'm going to make sure that I take the steps to do it, because you never know what you might need in the future, once you step away. So.
Word, indeed, son, indeed. Well, first, I want to say salute to you and appreciate you coming on the show and showing love, my nigga. You definitely got niggas that'll rap with you and ride with you, because you definitely in the same cause that we in right now. So you just another brother in the war, in the journey, trying to make names for ourselves without a boss on some dang bad shit.
Good looking,
LOL
for sure.
I don't want niggas to think too deep into that, so LOL for that. But I'm going to pass it to my man Sinatra, man. Good looking, everything, man. Glad we got to pick your brain and all that.
No doubt, fam. Good looking.
Yo, son. Who's your favorite battlers and shit, son? Like, who you fucking with heavy right now?
Right now, Clips. DNA's always been my homie since grind time. DNA. Despite what happened with Murder Mook, I'm still a big Lux fan. Tay Rock. Even though, in his DNA battle, no shots to take, but the crowd was hyping that crazy. But I like Tay Rock. I'm a big fan of Tilla Jones too, even though he doesn't get burned on URL these days. I like T-Top, one of the newer cats. I like the Saga too. Saga be coming with it. I like that new cat, battle? Saga Shug.
Yeah. Who you think got that? We was talking about that crazy, like, we all up and down over here. Who you got for that?
It's a joint. I know I'm gonna have to watch it again. I watched it once. I remember being on stage and I was standing next to Shug's people. And when you're on stage, man, a lot of people, you wouldn't realize, but a lot of people just talk. Like, they legit have full-blown conversations throughout the entire event. So it's mad hard to catch bars live. But when I watched the first time, I was leaning a little bit with Saga 2-1, but I know it's one of those battles that's one of those battles where I feel like I'll watch it today and I'll say Saga 2-1, and I'm going to watch it tomorrow and I'm going to say Shug 2-1. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those days where I'll just flip-flop back and forth, because certain days you want to hear certain things.
Right.
I didn't think Saga, like I think you said before we spoke, talking about people calling it biblical or something, like something crazy like that. I didn't think it was all that. It was a solid round, you know what I'm saying? He had some big heavy hitting lines, but I didn't think it was like on some like Loaded Lux or Sue Surf third round type joint. But I thought he picked it up enough, and he had some heavy stuff. And I remember also like judging off of the fact that I was there live, so I remember how it hit in the building. So I was just kind of, when I'm watching on camera, I'm kind of replaying the live effect of what you said, you know.
Yeah, because like, I ain't gonna lie, when you watch it and people had built up the third round in certain lines, like for example, before we had actually seen the footage, they were like, look at me while I'm saving you. So in my mind, with my imagination, I'm thinking, he might be saying it to him aggressive or talking to him, looking at him. And in actuality, he was joking, so it took certain things from it. So, like, the third round might have been better if I would have never just heard anything and just watched it, opposed to people, like, building it up to something that, it couldn't live up to. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like Saga was okay. I don't think he won, you know what I'm saying, per se, but I mean, I think he definitely did do good. He won the third round. How else did you think the event went? You know what I mean? Because, like, none of us got a chance to go, so how do you think the event went?
Well, I'm going to keep it real. I've been to a few Smack events that, you know, I'm keeping it all the way real, that were just horrible with organization, you know, and punctuality. They started really late. There was a bunch of delays in between battles and stuff like that. So I've seen Smack URL at its worst. I got to say that. Like, SM3, no shots, so everyone knows. Like, we were there for like 12 hours standing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was rough. But this one, I got to say, like, real talk, this was probably their best organized event that they've done yet. Like, it just ran smoothly. There wasn't anyone in the crowd, you know, screaming, angry that, you know, battles were taking long to start. Like, everyone was just in a good place. Like, it was just positive energy throughout the building the whole time.
Right. Can you speak on K-Shine and Mr. Wavy? Because I would really like to know what you take on it is. Because you usually try to keep it completely honest. And I heard Mr. Wavy did really well the first 2 rounds, which is, you know, shocking for me. Not because he's not talented, but just because I didn't think he was. I thought the stage would be too much, and you only seen him once or twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. The funny thing is, when I was watching that battle, Mr. Wavy, I remember his first round, it took a little while to actually pick up. Like, he was saying bars, but it was just kind of like, to me, it felt like it was just like throwaways. Like, he was just taking too long to set up what he was trying to do. So I remember I was in the middle of tweeting, like, literally in the middle of about to press send. I was like, Mr. Wavy's, like, first round is just throwing away. Like, he's not saying nothing. But then right when I was about to press send, he said, I'm not going to tell you what he said because I don't want to spoil it, but he said some bar that was fire. And I think even on camera, it's going to be fire. And everyone just, the building just lit up, bro, like lit up. And then from there, like, he just, it was the first half of his round was mad quiet, and then the second half was just like a wildfire, just straight flames. So he finished it stupid strong. And K-Shine, like, the problem with K-Shine was, like, I don't know, the audio for me, like the screaming audio with him, it didn't, it wasn't, like, too clear, like, in the building. So, and then, like I said, a lot of people were talking next to me. So I didn't get to hear a lot of the stuff that K-Shine was saying. But even things that he was saying that the crowd was going nuts for, I felt as though people, in my opinion, were overhyping a little bit. So I personally, in the building, I was leaning towards Wavy 2-1 based off of the first 2 rounds. Shine definitely got the third. But, again, that's one of those things where if you watch it on camera, it might be completely different. So I don't know. But Wavy, he did his thing regardless, even if you want to say he lost.
Okay.
The only one that was a clear body was Snow. Like, that was the only one that was a clear body.
I mean, I don't think nobody didn't see that. And that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, I think there's not a person even, like, other than Snow and his people that thought that Snow was going to win that battle. So, you know what I mean? Nobody even thought that made sense as a rookie and vet battle just because I didn't look at Real Deal or Snow as necessarily like a rookie anymore. I don't know. It was kind of hard to call. But T-Top and Clips, man, because I'm hearing that is very, very, very debatable.
Yeah, OD debatable, and I can't, off of just hearing it live in the building, I can't tell you, like, who I thought won yet. I got to see that on camera before I make a decision. But, yeah, it was very debatable, bro. Very debatable. Only thing I will say is, and I remember I tweeted it too, I was like, it felt like, in my opinion, Clips wasn't going for the kill. Like, he was spitting his shit, and it was fire. Like, a whole lot of his stuff was fire. It was, you know, he has versatile angles, you know, talking about, you know, street shit, talking, you know, rebuttals, jokes, whatever the case is. But I didn't feel like the energy, like he was actually trying to take off T-Top's head. Like, I felt as though he was spitting it, but he wasn't going for, like, you know, trying to murder this kid. So off of that, I felt more energy and passion from T-Top. But yeah, it was real debatable, man. That was a great battle. And the thing with that battle is Clips, regardless if you want to say he loses, he can't really lose because right after that he's going to battle Hollow. So it doesn't really matter if he took a loss to T-Top, in my opinion. You got to battle with Hollow. That's a win-win regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yo, my bad, son. My man Nels wanted to ask you a question, son. My bad, Nels.
No problem, man. It's all good. Yo, man, so I know that you've gone to these, like, battles in person, right? And we all know that in person. Some of these battles look amazing. Like, yo, this past weekend, Mav versus Chilla, that shit was crazy. It was so crazy. But now I'm like thinking, like, how is it going to look on camera? You know what I mean? So it's just like, so I pretty much, you know what I'm saying, break down, you know what I'm saying, why do you think sometimes these battles in person are so dope, but on camera you're like, damn, it was a lot doper in that building. I mean, was it us being drunk? Was it us being high or what? You know what I mean?
The thing is, in the building, certain people, you know, are drinking a lot. So when you're drinking, anything is going to be hyped up. Or even if you smoke it, it's going to be hyped up. But I think it's just like when you watch something live, there's an energy that can't be duplicated. Like even a battle like that might be hot live that still translates well on camera. Like let's say Hitman versus John. You know what I'm saying? Live, that battle is crazy, and on camera, that battle is crazy. But at the same time, as crazy as it was online, it still doesn't match the energy that's in the building. So it's like the energy that's in the building, it just can't be duplicated. You know what I'm saying? You also have to take into consideration how much people hype bars. Like some of the new cats, no offense, but some of their crews, like I hate watching a battle where the people behind the battler is just screaming when you say it's and or the. Like, son, you're not even saying, you know what I'm saying? Like yo, it's. And like, oh, my, come on, son. Like, just chill. Like, let them finish. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people overhype bars, you know, or just the crowd. Like if there's a lot of favoritism, like a whole bunch of people want to see one person win, so then they're just super hyped to just, you know, to just scream for anything. So that in my opinion makes a battle better in person as opposed to, you know, live online. I mean online. So how the Math Chill was fire though, like they really did their thing.
Oh man, let me tell you, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was thinking Mav wasn't gonna do all that good, but my nigga, Mav, he had the do-rag going and shit. Like, that was probably the best Mav that I've seen on some real shit. Like, he was going in, like, every round was dope. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, in that building, man, I can't call it, man. I can't call it because the, like, first and third was mad close for, like, both of them. But, yo, that nigga Chilla, he's like, changing it up. He's freestyling and shit, like, dope, man. Like, yo, that nigga Chill, like, really stepped it up. But, yo, you know what I mean? So did Math. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like Math might have been a little bit more, not simple, but, I mean, like, yo, you already know Math is going to be right to that, like, point and shit. And, like, Chilla, you got to wait for it. You know what I mean? Right. So, honestly, it's going to be a fucking preference battle when it drops. But regardless, it was crazy.
All right, well, I'm happy to hear that, man, because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Chilla and all the schemes, and I'm cool with Math. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to see him make a strong comeback for a while, so I'm happy to hear that battle was fire.
Yeah, I mean, that one was dope, and that fucking 2-on-2 was dope, too, with DNA and fucking Shine versus John and Cyborg.
Yeah, I heard that was fire.
But, yo, DNA and, like, K-Shine was looking like Jordan and Pippen out there, man, with that fucking two-man game. It was crazy, man. I was like, yo, they really put in time and, like, practice this shit. And, you know, like, John and like, Saya, it was like, Saya, he would rap. And then he would pass it to John, and then he would rap. But, I mean, that would be it. But DNA and Sean, they was going back and forth, like, really making a fucking show out of it, which was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they did some tag team joint at Rookies versus Vets. So I imagine that their joint, the 2-on-2, was extra fire. Because I saw they just have good chemistry together regardless, like with battle.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that DNA and Sean make a better team than DNA and motherfucking Clips did on some real shit.
Okay. That's
real shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then, man, one more question, man, one more. I saw you at the Prep versus Saga and the, like, some background and shit. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it was better there, or was it better on camera?
Good question. Me personally, I don't know, like, on camera, you can see my face at times. I'm not a person that, like, goes bananas, like, over bars. Like, I don't try to get physical and just start, falling all over the room, you know what I'm saying? I might do a little bit of jazz face here and there, but I did feel as though in the building, like, people were hyping some of the bars a little bit too much. And I liked watching it in my crib where I could just be in silence and just take it for how I felt the reaction should be. But I gotta say, man, that battle was crazy. Like, it was awesome for me to be in Black Star to see one of those classic battles occur. So I think I gotta say that the energy, even though it was crazy online, the energy couldn't match, live in the spot. The energy in the spot was wild, bro. Wild.
Word. So, honestly, man, I might have had Saga edging every round. The second one was close, man. You know what I mean? Who you had?
Yeah. I definitely a Saga. Like, no offense to Prep. Prep did his thing, but hands down, I had Saga for that one.
Word, I feel that.
The one dude that I want to see on Battle some more is that young kid, Jonah.
Oh, he's a problem, man. That dude's nice.
He a beast. I saw that joint, the battle live.
Ball was crazy. You got stuck in traffic. I said, oh, shit.
and the Christ second coming, if he rides again, that was retarded too. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice for sure. He's a beast. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about that? The URL London joint.
I don't know what's going on with that one.
Oh, they dropped the battle today, the first PG.
Oh, no, I gotta watch that shit, man. I ain't even peeped it yet.
Yeah, a lot of people. The thing is, a lot of people like are complaining that you can't really understand what the dudes are saying because the accent. I ain't gonna front the accents are really thick, but it is what it is. You gotta broaden the fan base, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Word, true. Well, shit, I'm gonna pass it on to Hop, man. Go ahead, Hop.
Yo, Hop.
Yo, hip hop.
Yo, son, on some real, I got a question for you, son, on some real. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I always ask niggas, listen, who do you think is trash, my nigga? Like, I would be my trash nigga. You remember my trash nigga? We just had him on the show. He was Danger Zone, and I told him he was garbage. He did good lately, but I told him I thought he was still Bowie, my nigga. I ain't call him Bowie. I ain't telling him he was Bowie. You know what I'm saying? He's got it.
That was funny. Danger Zone just did, like, incredibly yesterday at Queen's Swift's Quiet Room.
Yeah, he's been on the tear lately. The last 3 battles, I can't lie. He's really been on the tear, but I still, I'm saying that because I told him on the show, my peoples couldn't wait to hear how I was going to tell him he was trash. So, who you think is trash?
It's funny, man. I used to put people on the spot like this. I used to ask people about who their bottom 5 is. And I'm gonna take from my own experience with this one. I'm gonna plead the 5th, man. I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus, bro. I'm media trained, fam. I know about these things. I ain't gonna do it.
How about this? You can't tell me who you think needs improvement?
Needs improvement? Nah, bro. Everybody does their thing. I'm gonna remain neutral.
The nigga's not bigger for that shit.
I'm trained, brother. I know about these.
Hey yo, I got a question that's off base for you.
Mm-hmm.
What tips would you give for somebody, interviewing tips? What kind of interviewing tips would you give to a person that's interviewing on whatever kind of level?
Okay. Interviewing. Definitely know, what you're talking about. Like, have knowledge of what the subject is or who the person is. There's been times I remember back in the days when Vlad would hit me with an email and be like, yo, you're going to have to interview this person. It would literally be in like 5 minutes, and I don't know who the person is. And I'm like, damn, I got to do all this research, you know what I'm saying? Definitely have, your background checks on deck. Don't overthink your questions, but at the same time, try to use like just thought-provoking questions that could really just open the person's mind. Try to ask them things outside the box, that they wouldn't necessarily hear in like 100 different interviews. I feel as though when you ask unique questions, the people feel like it's easier to talk to you. And just try to stay calm, you know what I'm saying? Don't be like all nervous and stuff. Just be natural, you know what I'm saying?
Great.
For real, just be natural, you know what I'm saying? If you just act cool like you talking to it, like every time I do an interview, I just talk as if I'm just chilling with one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? And then it's more like a regular conversation than anything else. You're just asking one of your boys questions, you know what I'm saying?
Word. No, I definitely know what you're saying. Definitely. Let me ask you this. Unless anybody else has a question, because it kind of start being random. I don't want to jump past nobody. Is Hot back on? Hot.
No, go ahead, bro. You good, bro? Go ahead, man.
All right, yeah. So let me ask you this: what is your mind state as far as it goes on the state of, and I hate to use this word culture because people have saturated that, in my opinion, oversaturated it, but just for the sake of lack of a better word, what do you feel your mind state? What is the state of the battle rap culture in your mind right now?
Battle rap culture, definitely grown. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely grown. I think it's in a positive direction. One thing I will say though is, now even for me, it's hard to keep up with every single battle that drops because you got a bajillion leagues, dropping battles like on a daily basis. But I think it's in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying? You have talent coming up internationally. You have, I'm not going to call them celebrities because, in all honesty, battle rappers are celebrities. They're just, lesser paid celebrities. But, you got mainstream industry cats coming out to events, showing love. You got, TV shows popping up. You got everything, man. Hip-hop, BET Awards. I think it's in a great place, man. And I just honestly want to see battle rap earn its own award at the BET Hip Hop Award. Within the next 5 years, I want to see someone say, best battle of the year at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Best league of the year, best battler, best bar, whatever.
Word.
I've been preaching that for years. So.
Hey, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
My bad, but let me ask this real quick. Since you brought up the BET the battlers, how did you feel about how T-Rex and Goods and Surf did? Because I had seen Goods in other ciphers, and I felt like he had stood out a lot in the last cipher. With the exception of Mook and them boys, they did okay. Arsenal and them, they did okay. But Mook showed out, but I feel like Rex and them could have did better. How you think that cipher went?
That cipher, keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? It was a great look for them to have that platform and spit their bars. But I did feel as though there could have been something more. I think they did their thing, but I think that, like you said, they could have definitely did something more. I feel as though the only person. Arsenal did good too, but the only person that really just capitalized on the moment was Mook,
Oh, yeah.
Even though he got to do it live. Yeah, he got to do that live, so, that was a different thing. He had to step up from, Rex and them. But, I felt so it could have been a little more.
We all know, Mook did his damn thing, son. I can't even... he shocked the whole building, you know what I mean? I didn't know it kind of put him in a different space, because after the Lux battle, he beat Lux, but then he went up to BET, and, I remember what Arsenal was saying in the beginning, how he was taking shots at Mook, and I always think about how, Mook always says, they don't understand the big picture of, wearing that crown. It's bigger than just taking shots at the person. He was trying to build, you know what I mean, battle rap up and let them know that they coming, you know what I'm saying? And he definitely did that. But I felt you know what I mean, I thought the URL joint could have been a little bit better, so I definitely thought they dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah. I've speaking to Mook on a number of occasions, I can tell you, Mook is one of those dudes who's just ready for the moment. If you put Mook with no preparation in front of a big crowd and just say, here, do whatever you got to do to make sure that your name is remembered, Mook is a person that could rise to the occasion. That's just how Mook is, real talk. He'll always rise to the occasion. So, I'm not surprised he did what he did.
Yeah, you know what, man? Speaking of Mook, oh shit, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, man, speaking of Mook, right? Don't get me wrong. I think Mook did what he did. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to give Mook all the fucking kudos until he battles somebody from this era. I just can't do it, man. He's just beating up niggas from earlier. I want to see him get in there with a young cat that can fucking punch with him. And that's when the
who do you want to see him with?
Like last year, maybe like a year and like half ago, I was thinking, yo, him versus Surf would be crazy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing him battle Math. I mean, I know they already squashed, their issue and shit, but still, that'd be crazy. But honestly, man, out of anyone, I would like to see him battle Surf. I think that'd be crazy.
Okay. No, I think that would definitely be fire. If Mook, let me ask you, if Mook and Clips battle, because I don't think that's too unrealistic. I think that could definitely happen in the near future.
Right.
After the Hollow. Who do you think will win that?
Honestly, man, I think Clips might fuck him up.
Fact.
Because
it don't matter. It don't matter because that's not a young nigga. He got to battle a young nigga.
Nah, but I mean, but like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Clips, he's been bad, like yo, he's been current. You know what I mean? Like, I read.
Yeah, but I want to see him battle a Surf, a Rock, a K-Rock. Like, I want to see him battle. Clips is from the DVD kind of type. You can almost say that. Like, he's from that. So I want to see him battle somebody newer. You know what I mean? Because if he beat Clips, he's still going to say he didn't really battle with Sue Surf or DNA or K-Rock.
Like, yo, trust me. If that nigga Mook beats Clips, clearly I'm going to give him all the fucking credit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that fucking Clips. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him battle like motherfucking Hollow either. I think that would be dope.
Yeah. Who y'all got? Clips or Hollow?
Hollow. LOMO.
Clips.
Yeah.
Clips. But then again, I really don't know. I got to take that back. Honestly, I take that back. I'm just going to watch. I want to enjoy that because I don't know. So truth be told, no one knows. So I just wanted to sit back and enjoy that one. I'm not even going to answer that. Nobody knows who's going to win. Nobody knows. You're going to just go with who you rock with, but nobody can definitively tell me a reason why one person is going to win over the other. Nobody.
Yeah. Well, the only thing with Hollow is he wouldn't even do this, but he can't come with the Joe Budden approach where he just takes like 70% of his round to do a setup, you know.
Yo, I ain't heard nobody say that.
Where Poe at?
Yo.
Go ahead, baby.
We already talked about what that setup, what the meaning behind that was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's already been beaten in the ground. I can say it again. If niggas want me to just defend, I ain't got to defend it because it's already out there, but I'll say it again. The 71% that you're talking about and everything like that, it's pretty known now that like he was taking a stand. He was taking a stand for the battle rap culture. He was taking a stand for the battle rappers. You know what I mean? He was taking a jab at the industry and exposing a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was it what he should have did? In a lot of people's eyes, no, because they wanted to see him killing. They felt like that would have been a bigger statement, but as a man, he chose to go the route he went with. At the end of the day, he still got the W clearly because it was just, you know what I'm saying? So anybody can say whatever they want to say about it, but at the end of the day, it was a clear W. There's no debating at the end of the day because it was a clear W. Like if somebody if somebody get knocked out, you know what I'm saying, in the 7th round of a boxing match, but in 1 through 6, he was demolishing that nigga. You're not gonna be like, oh man, he was, you know what I'm saying, he was killing him. He was getting his ass whooped. He just got a knockout. Now you're gonna be like, he got the W, he got the KO. It's on the record.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure. Facts. All I'm saying is that regardless of the W, I'm just saying that approach won't work versus Clips.
No,
but I know
I
know he wouldn't even do that against Clips. That's all I'm saying. He wouldn't even do that.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, word. That was directed towards Sinatra and all the other chuckling, chasing chicken ass niggas in the background. You know?
I knew exactly what he was doing, nigga. That was still funny as hell, nigga.
Yeah, word. Nah, I feel where you coming from. Like I got the same perspective that you have. His approach with Clips is going to be 120% different, and it's going to be like I can't give no gems or nothing like that, but it's going to be crazy.
Yo, how y'all feel about Serious Jones versus DNA?
Yo, and I'm thinking Serious Jones do shit. I don't want to see Serious Jones cut hair. I don't want to see Serious Jones battle.
I don't want to see Serious Jones be shit, man.
Yo, Mike. Honestly, bro, if I had a motherfucking tomato to throw over the motherfucking phone, my nigga, that's what I would do. I don't want to see that shit, my nigga. Real shit, man.
Yeah, but it's I say DNA killing though. Why it seem like they keep giving like DNA all of either Cliff's leftovers or they do it vice versa sometimes. It's like, why they keep getting the same battle sometimes? Like, it's too weird. Like, I don't like that.
I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all think DNA will get him the fuck out of here, though?
Say that again? Me personally, yes. Honestly, yes. But it's kind of going to be like a waste of a battle, though. Like,
I'm going to say I don't know. I'll be real with you and say I don't know. I'm going to say here's why. Serious Jones, whether you like his style or not, he can actually rap. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he might bore you. He might not beat you the way you like. It's almost like when you play ball with a nigga. He may not do all the fancy shit, but he still put the ball in the hoop. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's how Serious Jones does it. Whether it's a 15, 14, or how, like whatever the fuck it is, he still finds a way to win. So I can't necessarily say he won't be able to maneuver around DNA. Because, like, well, think about it. Look at the Clips battle. Like, some people say he won that battle. You know what I mean? And that's Clips' fault too, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Depending on how everything goes, I don't even want to see that nigga. Like, tell me why I want to see Serious Jones battle. Like, what the fuck does Serious Jones say or do other than get punched in the face or have
why DNA even battle though?
Huh?
I don't know the history between them, but I don't see any like type of like sense in this battle, like other than just really trying to get Serious Jones back into battle rap. That's the only thing I see him doing.
And if DNA
look at it this way too, man.
If DNA take that and you didn't want to battle Mickey, that makes no sense to me. Honestly, like I'm not trying to hear, I'm not DNA or Mickey Fax and Serious Jones in terms of battle rap gotta be somewhere like close if you want to take it like that. Like for DNA to duck him because of what Mickey did to him is understandable, but I'm not taking Serious Jones over Mickey Fax after all that shit that they was talking. No.
That's fact.
Yo, you know what, man? I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying, one more time because I said this last show, and y'all niggas almost chopped my fucking head off, man. Arguably, I'm not saying that this is what I think, but arguably, Serious Jones might be undefeated in his comeback to battle rap.
Yo, why do you want us to cuss you out, my nigga?
Man,
you think he beat Head Ice?
Head Ice beat that nigga.
Head Ice beat that nigga.
No, he did, man.
Somebody beat that nigga Nails, man.
He beat Daylight.
I'm with you on that one, Nails, bro.
Because arguably he beat Clips. Personally, I think he beat Daylight. And then this Head Ice battle, that's mad debatable, man. Like, he might be undefeated, man. Might be.
Hey, yo, Mike, who you got? Who you got for that battle? Jones versus, what's his name? Damn.
DNA?
Who you just, yeah. No, not DNA,
Head Ice?
Head Ice.
I had Head Ice 2-1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's just me.
No, that's why you're the journalist, my nigga. That's why you're the journalist. That's why you get paid, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Good looking. Let me ask y'all this, man. If this battle finally goes down, Hhrt versus Sue Surf, who you got?
Ooh,
that's another watch. Listen, I learned my lesson, my nigga. I don't sometimes a prediction might not be needed, so that's just a goodie, boy. Like, who knows?
Word.
It depends on how the stars are aligned that night, because, like, they both in their mode. Like, Hhrt ain't lost a battle arguably in, like, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, arguably. Because I don't think he lost the Clips. That's just me, though. You know what I mean? I'm going to ask you that one, too, but hold that. I'm going to ask you that, too, but I don't think he's lost in, like, 5 years. And then where with Sue Surf, he's coming off of a lot of good energy, and not to mention, he's just soaking up game, being around Joe Budden and learning, you know what I'm saying? So he's in a good place, too. So I don't really know. Again, you can't really tell me why a person just can definitively win that battle based on whatever. Like, you can't. If anything, Hhrt got a loss. It's almost like Hhrt is almost like running from a loss in the sense of he hasn't lost in a while, so his day is coming, and Sue Surf already had his quote-unquote bad day. You know what I mean? So who knows?
Yo, honestly, man, this battle, like, these two niggas might be two of my, like, favorite niggas out right now. So I can't really call it, man. Like, yo, if you ask me right now, I might say Rock. Ask me in fucking 2 hours, I might be like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. I got to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I'm just waiting on this one, man. Real shit.
The only thing I'm going to say about that battle is I hope, I pray, I really pray that the crowd in the building doesn't fuck it up so that they overhype bars so that when the footage chops, it's just trash. That's what I hope, man.
Yo, you know what, son? You know what you should do with your pool you got a little bit? I ain't going to front. Nobody, they would say hell no because it gets too much money. Like, it garners too much money. But they should put that shit in, like, Black Star and just let them niggas just go. Because that shit would be legendary. Like, legendary.
Yeah, it would be.
You know what I'm saying? But the revenue for that shit is almost like, you know, they're going to make too much money off of that. And I understand. If you put that in a small room, sell them shit $200 a pop, let them niggas know you only getting 100 tickets. What, nigga?
Yeah, everybody. They'll get way too much money off of that. One more question I got for y'all, man. Daylight. If he comes to URL, do you think he'll rap seriously? And if he does rap seriously, do you think he'll actually get cheers or boos from the crowd? Because you think about it, when Daylight raps, like, his bars are mad hard to catch because he spits mad fast and he spits with such a complex thing. So I personally, Daylight's my man. Like, he's mad cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure how the crowd is going to react if they can't understand what he's saying for 3-4 rounds. You know what I mean?
Word. I believe, personally, as Sonata, I think that he's going to, if he slows down, because, like, that's his biggest problem. You got to go slow, because this crowd, you got to, you know, it's already hard to comprehend as is all that shit at once. So you got to slow down. Maybe I can see him getting booed a little bit because sometimes, you know, he sees some things he needs to get booed for. So anybody does so that you can clean that shit up. But I think he'll do all right. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think no antics like that. This is not the place we want to see that. You can make us laugh with some funny shit here and there, but don't come with no Matrix shit or, you know what I mean? Like, nah. Save that shit.
Hey yo. I feel like,
and he fans to the show too.
He's not. I feel like Daylight will not. Just like with the RBE, like when we was talking about that, he got mad respect for them. When he battled Oops, he's not coming with no gimmicks. He's gonna come with bars. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if he come to URL, he's gonna give them the same type of respect. If they, you know what I'm saying, if the situation is cool like before, you know what I'm saying. We forget about the clap this shit up whole movement type shit. That was smack. You feel me? So I feel like that would be put into the conversation of him coming back anyways. That would be the first thing they probably got to do. Like, you can't do that. And he'll probably be like, well, you got to make sure you pay me and do your and all that craziness. But I feel he'll do that. And as far as him coming across, I feel like it, and I feel like this is almost a 100% proven fact, and if I had the battles on hand to go to, I would say it was, but I don't. But I know that we've all seen Daylight. His crowd control is up there with a lot of people, like some of the top niggas that have crowd control and poise, like Hitman Holla and everything like that, and Pat Stay. I feel like he's up there with them. We've seen him when he came with that "Don't Do That." That became a whole thing. And that came from niggas booing him. So I feel like if "Don't Do That" moment comes, and when I say the moment, I don't mean the exact words to "Don't Do That," because that's been done. But if he comes with something like that kind of moment on a smack stage is going to erupt the crowd. You know what I mean? Right. And I feel like he does have that skill set to be able to control the crowd enough. And you hear, like, a lot of people don't give him a lot of credit on his intellectual side, you know what I'm saying? But he says it. Like, he says it a lot in his battles if you go back and watch him. And people just don't be catching him because he just be mumbling it or he's just saying it. But he'll say it a lot. He'll be like, see, this is what they want. They want these kind of bars. And then he'll go into it. See, I knew that's what y'all want. Like, he knows that. So he'll go to a smack stage with the mind state, like, of what that crowd is going to want. And he'll give them him, and as soon as they start booing, he'll use that as an opportunity to give them the bars he already knew they was going to go crazy for. Now it's not only happening, but it's also given the perception that he has turned the crowd on his side. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that, and that's speculation, you know. That's just
who do you
my
think?
point
Who
of
do you
view.
think would be a good match for him? Because I mean, he's damn near battled everyone already on different leagues.
Everybody's gonna try to say him and Lux. That's too easy. For me, I would say, man, I don't know. I think him and Surf or him and Tay-Rock would be dope. I think
he already battled Surf though.
Yeah, he already battled.
Yeah, he did battle Surf. That's right. On that fucking gladiator shit, man.
Big T, a prepared Big T, like a Chalina Bull, you know, DNA.
That would be funny as hell, man. I think he would be funny as hell. Like I think he would do
have
a lot of fat
role.
jokes.
But niggas forget how lyrically wordplay nice like Big T really is, though. You know?
Yeah.
That's because we ain't seen it in so long.
True indeed.
Nah, Big T hungry. He coming back. I got faith in Big T, man. I think Daylight versus Big T or John or the Saga. Yeah, I think any one of those three would be good battles. That's my opinion, but.
Daylight, you know what? You know what, man? I mean, I was just thinking, man. You know what? Like sometimes I be wanting someone just to talk to like Daylight and like tell him, like, hey, man, you be fucking up. And one nigga that I think that would talk to him would be Goods. Like I think Goods would talk to that boy real quick.
Yeah, but I don't think Goods would ever battle him though. I talked to Goods and because of the antics, he's just like, nah, I'm not with it.
Yo, Goods Yo, go ahead, Paul.
Nah, go ahead. What you saying?
No, that's all I wanted to say. That should just be funny. Like, yo, I think Goods will probably really lose his mind. Like, Daylight, like, you know what I mean? Like, Daylight, I think Goods is really throwing a Henny bottle at that nigga type shit. I'm not even joking.
Word.
Daylight, only way Daylight can beat Goods is he come in like a pure Gucci outfit. That's the only way he's gonna beat Goods. I swear to God.
And he probably will though. You know what I mean? Like coming from some crazy. Yeah, that should have been stupid for me.
Goods can't say he ain't gonna be able to say nothing. He will not be able to say nothing about him. Daylight can just spit bars. Like that'll be it. But other than that, Daylight will watch John, but Big T will be a good challenge for him though.
Okay.
Word. Yo, man.
Hey yo, what about and I think you actually did an interview with the person, and I think you talked about didn't you do an interview with Hhrt talking about Daylight?
Talking about Daylight? Yeah. I've done mad interviews with Hhrt talking about Daylight, man.
Yo, what about that matchup? What you think about that?
It's interesting. I mean, I don't really know how serious they take it with the whole grape on grape, affiliation thing. And I feel like, because off of the Arsenal joint with Daylight, like when Daylight, I don't even remember if they put that out in the footage, but when Daylight was like trying to G-check and basically like swear on Crip, this, that, and the third.
No, they put that out.
Yeah, but there was something that he said in an interview with me, something about like the truth behind that Arsenal got like mad tight about. So I feel as though that kind of, the whole grape scenario might hold the battle back, just me personally. But I think if Suge and Daylight really went at it, I think Suge will come hard body like he did for Saga. So I think it'll be fire.
Yeah, I feel like Daylight would probably do a whole bunch of like G-check shit to Suge like he did. I think he would do it a little more to Suge to kind of try to test his bully status. That shit would be, I don't know, that shit would be interesting if they could, you know what I mean, if they could go like unleash, like we just gonna go at it type shit. But I feel you, like I can see how that could hold it back, especially with the situation that you're talking about with him and Arsenal and everything like that.
Yeah. But who knows though?
Before we get you out of here, man, I gotta ask, what battle do you want to see, or what are you looking forward to before the year ends? Like you gotta see go down.
Before the year ends, I personally, I mean, you already got Clips and Hollow, I really just want to see Clips and Mook, man. I also want to see Loaded Lux come back. I'm not sure against who, but I just want to see Loaded just step back into the ring. You know, hopefully the price isn't too high that, you know, people can't book him, but that's my joint right there, man. I know personally of a few big battles that's going down. I'm not going to say nothing because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
So some of the joints that I've been waiting to see are actually going to pop off. But like I said, I'm not going to say nothing. I don't even want to spoil it for y'all. I want y'all to just see whatever trailers drop. But those are the two that I was just, you know, Clips and Mook and Loaded Lux return against whoever, man, whoever.
Do you want to see Jay Mills battle again?
Jay Mills, wow, that's a name right there. Sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? We seen Cassidy come in. We seen Joe Budden, even though he didn't really, you know, get busy back in the days like that. At least not on cam. Why not? You know, who would he battle? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, why not? Bring him back.
Okay.
So, yo, man, I mean, tell me this, yo. Would you want to see 40 cal battle Shotgun Suge? I've been seeing people fucking tweet this shit, and I'm like, come on, man, stop it.
Nah, I interviewed 40, man, and I was actually just talking to him at Rookie vs. Vets. I saw him and his man, Young Ace. And 40's for real. Like, he would really come back to battling, and he would really take it seriously. And I think he would be down to battle Shotgun Suge. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get him to jump back in the ring for like a solid year. For real. And like I said, he'll take it for real. So I wouldn't mind seeing him against Shotgun. I wouldn't mind seeing 40 against anybody, bro. Throw him with Tay-Rock. I don't care. Like, I would like to see him get back, for real. Be Magic, whoever, you know?
That's real.
Well,
yeah.
Did you see B Magic and Young B?
B Magic and Young B?
Yeah, did you see that?
Nah, I didn't actually.
Oh, okay. We didn't even get to talk about that. I thought, you know, that battle was there was another one of those battles, you know, God bless the dead, but one that was just sometimes they're a little overhyped, so when you watch them you expecting to see a little bit more, at least for me. On my end, you know what I mean? Like, he wilded out a couple, like, he got this crazy jazz line. I like that shit was wild funny. But so I expected the way people was talking, like, you know what I mean? I thought he was punching crazy, but I thought he was punching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a beat. I ain't gonna lie, but it's definitely something to check out. But that kid Jonan, I've never heard a line like that Jesus Christ line. Like, that's what like always sticks out to me. I've never heard shit like that in my life, yo. Like, what the? And it's always been there. It's like one of those things. Why didn't nobody say that shit? And then he was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, bro, I was there live for that event. I remember I looked at him and I was just like, I looked at Norbs and I looked at Norbs with the screw face. I'm like, son, like, there's no way this dude's about to battle. He looked mad funny. And then he just started spitting, and I was like, yo, this dude is a monster. And when he said, like you said, that Jesus Christ and the knife stuck your bitch in traffic, whatever that shit was, tell your bitch got stuck in traffic, I was like, this dude is a beast, son.
Son, he was at his first round, you know what I mean? He was on another level. And it's just crazy. Like, I like the element of surprise. And a battle rap, two things I like, the expose and the element of surprise. So you would have never thought him or a person like Snow would come out with their first rounds like that. Like, them niggas, yo.
Tom, let me ask you this, man, because there's some wildness happened yesterday at the Quiet Room. What would you expect to happen if you saw a dude like dead ass just Stone Cold Steve like stunning somebody, do a wrestling move in a battle?
Yo, Jay stunned somebody yesterday?
Son, he stunned this dude, bro. I couldn't believe it.
Hold on. Yo, Mike, Jay hurt somebody yesterday?
Yo, first he had his man, like, he had like a little stool, and he told his boy to stand on the stool, and his boy stood there and like made like a little ring with his arms. And then the dude J. pulls out a basketball out of nowhere and like dunks on the dude.
Yo, you ain't never see that shit before. I think LeBron and Michelle Obama had this shit before. Like, it was funny as hell, yo.
Son, he dunked on him, and then he dead ass. He said something, whatever WWE, whatever bar, and then he just dead ass stunned the dude, son. son. I couldn't believe it.
Yo, that's my man. Yo, listen, that's my man. Like for real. Yo, that's fucking hilarious. I got to talk to that nigga. Yo, that is hilarious. You lying, my nigga.
I swear on my life, bro. And I thought it was gonna be an instant scrap, like, cause the dudes afterwards, everyone started tussling and shit. I was like, oh, it's about to go down. But the homie kept it cool. He was like, all right, it's all right. Like, he told people to fall back. But, son, I never seen that before in my life, bro.
Yo, listen, the nigga, my man, when the man first showed me the nigga, yo, he snatched that nigga hat off through his cargo. And like, don't surprise me, my nigga. Like, it really don't. Yo, him and Daylight, man, I don't know. Him and Daylight battle, that would be hilarious, because that's crazy, son.
Yeah, him and Daylight, I don't even know if I want to see that battle just because the Anik might get a little bit too wild, too violent. Like, they would have no holds barred, like, for real. Daylight might smack him with shit. Like, I don't know, son. I don't know.
Yo, man, some real shit, son. We only got 4 minutes left, bro. We appreciate you coming on, son, big time. You gave us a lot of advice, man. You know what I'm saying? You gave us some good. You know what I mean? Let the people know where they can reach you, you know what I'm saying, and what you got going on, man.
No doubt. I appreciate you guys bringing me on. You can reach me on Twitter at Hughes1128, Hughes 1128. I'm not really on Facebook like that. Instagram, Hughesin, Hughesin. And you can check out, my interviews, my independent work on Hughes Battleground at YouTube. Appreciate you guys, man, for real. Good looking.
Word, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
For sure, man.
Man,
yeah, we be in touch. We'll be in touch for sure.
All right, bro.
All right, no doubt. Stay up.
Word. You too.
All right.
Hey, yo, hop back on?
Nigga, I've been on.
All right. Yeah, nigga. He said your man, yo, this nigga J.J stunned the nigga yesterday. What the fuck? We should have got the nigga name that got stunned, though. Damn. Saved that nigga life. Yeah, that was good.
Hey, yo. Hey, did any of y'all know that the boy Joe Nas battled JC?
Yeah.
Y'all watched that?
I seen it after I seen the joint because I had heard about it where, like, okay, how I heard about Joe Nas real quick, I heard somebody say something about Joe Nas, and Verb said, yo, Joe Nas is never going to get a chance to meet us. And niggas started dying. Like, they didn't want to hear that shit. And he was like, did he ever beat anybody credible? Did he ever beat like a JC or something? And the nigga was like, yeah, actually, he was JC, and then North said the same thing. And I went back and watched it, and he went in on that nigga.
Yo, that boy is crazy, yo.
He went in on that. He went in on JC. I don't understand. I don't think the niggas are, like, knew that nigga was going to do that. You know what I mean? You just walked in to get a check type shit. That nigga made you go to work that. Shout out Joe now, but, yeah, man, I'm finding out, man. You know what I'm saying? Sinatra, Flago8797 on Twitter. Sinatra8797 on Instagram.
Hey, yo, your boy Roundtable Poe, man. I'm signing out, too, man. I'm out of here, man. Roundtable Poe on everything.
Yo, it's your boy Blackbeard Nails, man. Blackbeard Nails on everything. Yo, fuck with me.
What's the lefty signing out? Peace.